Listen, man, God bless to everybody that's in the building. God bless to everybody that's in the building. I'm taking this nature walk, getting this oil change right now. And I said, let me go get a little nature walk in, get the steps in, you feel me? I'm thinking about the Sixers, man. Sixers beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games. And I say, bring on the Knicks, y'all. Bring on the Knicks. The Knicks. Let's go. You talking all that smack. We gonna see what y'all about. We gonna see if the Knicks are really about it. You feel me? We gonna see if the Knicks are really about it. You know what I mean? Sixers versus Knicks, Monday. I will be live on this channel. So make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Even if you're not a Sixer fan, you're welcome to the YouTube family. Always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. But salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Does everybody hear me clearly? Shout out to Chris for real. Make sure y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button when y'all come in the building. Stay a little while. I'm just so happy the Sixers made it to the conference semis. The Sixers made it to the conference semis, and we trying to go to the Eastern Conference Finals by beating the New York Knicks. I got us winning in 6 or 7 games as well. I got us beating the Knicks in 6 or 7 games as well. I feel like it's going to be a tough matchup, but I feel like we're going to win against the Knicks. The Knicks is a very good team. Y'all know how I feel about Josh Hart. Y'all know how I feel about Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson's a dog. OG Anunoby's a dog. Mikal Bridges is a very good player as well. But even though they're good players, I feel like the Sixers will be victorious in 6 and 7 games against the New York Knicks, because the one thing they don't have an answer for is Joel Embiid. The one thing they don't have an answer for is Tyrese Maxey. The one thing they don't have an answer for is Paul George. The one thing they don't have an answer for is VJ Ashcombe. The one thing they don't have an answer for is the Sixers in general. They're going against a team that is hot right now, that is ready to rock right now, a team that has no quit, a team that has heart and desire to win no matter what the circumstances are. We are down 1-3 against the Boston Celtics and won 3 straight games. We won 3 straight games. Simply amazing. It's just different, man. This Sixers team is different. They're made different. And we got a former MVP back from his injury, and he's looking outstanding right now. We finally got our guy Joel Embiid. And even the coach of the Boston Celtics said what changed in the series. And what did he say? What did the Boston Celtics coach say at his press conference? He said Joel Embiid changed the series. He said Joel Embiid changed the series, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just ecstatic that Joel Embiid's starting to get the credit that he deserves. But we're not done yet. We still have to somehow, some way, beat this hard New York Knicks team in 5 games. Not 5 games, 4 games. We got to beat them 4 times in 7 games. It could go up to 7 games, but you get what I'm saying. It's going to be a tough series. New York versus Philly. New York versus Philadelphia. You know, a big-time rivalry. Shout out to Grizz. Shout out to my guy. Make sure y'all all hit the like button. Make sure y'all all hit the like button when y'all come in the building. Double tap the screen, hit the like button so we can get this out to more NBA fans around the world. So make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We go live for every Sixer game. We go live for Phillies games. Not every Sixer game, but for the playoffs, we definitely will. And definitely we're going live for the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals, and of course the NBA Finals. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. It's going to be a good series, man. I think this series is going to go 6 or 7 games, but the New York Knicks is going against a team that finally has a healthy Joel Embiid. I know he got a little banged up yesterday night, but he'll be fine. The New York Knicks team is going against a team that has a big four, not a big three, and VJ Edgecombe, Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey. This is going to be one of the greatest. This is going to be a great matchup, y'all. This is going to be one of the best. This is one of the best rivalries in NBA history. Sorry about the wind. It's very windy outside, but I said I can't control my excitement. I had to go live, y'all. I had to go live and talk to y'all. Shout out to Grizzly. What's going on? He said, I told you if Embiid stay healthy, y'all can go far. That's a fact, bro. You speaking all facts, bro. What's up, Chris, for real? I'm a Knicks fan, but it's probably going to 7 games. Yeah, 6 or 7 games, I got this series going. Sorry about the wind. It's a little windy. I apologize for that. Hopefully y'all can hear me clearly, though. I know it's a little windy. I know it's windy. Embiid put everyone in their natural position. That's a fact, bro. What's going on, Cope Approach? Everybody hit that like button, y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you come in the building and hit that like button. Just double tap the screen, hit the like button. It helps the channel out. It's free. It won't cost you a single thing. And also hit the subscribe button. We go live for the Sixers. Even if you're not a Sixer fan, you're welcome to the family. We go live for the Phillies. We're going live for the Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals, and NBA Finals. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the building. But what a great series. You know, a lot of people had a lot of doubts when we were down 1-3 against the Boston Celtics. And I just want to say I am so ecstatic about the Sixers, and they didn't quit. They showed a lot of heart. They showed a lot of promise. And this team is definitely a different team with Joel Embiid. Without Joel Embiid, they would have lost this series. Without Joel Embiid, the Celtics would have won that game 7 because you got to take away 34 points. If you take 34 points away from the Sixers, we would have lost that game. That game came down to the wire. It was a close game, so it could have went either way. Oh yeah, Sixers! Let's go, Sixers! Let's go, Sixers! Joel Embiid, baby, let's go! You know we in the territory. You know we in the territory. You got fans walking down the road and got the Joel Embiid shirt. I didn't show her, but she had a Joel Embiid shirt on and everything. You know we in the territory, bro. When you walking down the street and you see Sixer fans, that's what it is, bro. We hype right now. Philly stand up, man. Philly stand up, man. Sixer fans all around the world stand up. I know it's windy, but shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. It's going down. He said Sixers in 6. Let's go, baby. How come the league doesn't call the same calls like they do in the playoffs? For a regular season, I promise NBA would be so much better. You know what? The playoffs is a different season than the regular season. So they let some calls go. It depends on the refs, to be honest with you. They let players play a little bit more physical in the playoffs. They don't call all the ticky-tack fouls. It's kind of like the NFL, bro. Like, the NFL is the same way, bro. Like, when the postseason starts, they let the players play a little bit more. They let the defense be a little bit more physical. They let the defense play a little bit more. That's how I look at it. I don't know why they do that, bro. But that's just what the refs do, bro. When the playoffs happen, I think they're trying to hold back the whistle as much as they can. Because to be honest with you, sometimes the whistle, unless it's like a crazy foul, sometimes the whistle could take away from the game. So you just want them to play. You want them to play street ball a little bit. But not street ball, if you know where I'm going with it. Like, you can't call the whistle every dang old time, but it just depends on how bad the foul is. But I agree, man. The refs change up from regular season to postseason. You know what I mean? Sixers basketball, yes, let the players play. To me, I am not like average fan. I prefer defense over offense. However, if offense better than good defense, I am all for it. Yeah, if it's a glaring foul, like, listen, if he's getting smacked all up in his face, okay. But some of these ticky-tack fouls, bro, like, for instance, right? Jaylen Brown was getting away with like pushing off the whole entire series until it was too glaring to not call. Like, I like Jaylen Brown a lot, bro, but he be pushing off with his forearm, bro, and he creates space like that, but they don't call it like that. They just started calling that foul, bro. That's an offensive foul, but they were letting it go. They were letting that push off by Jaylen Brown go mainly the whole series, bro, because that's how he creates space sometimes. And that's the thing. But they started, but you got to complain to the refs too. So that's why I actually like when players complain to the refs sometimes, because it gets in the ref's head like, yo, especially if it's a star player. If a star player complains to a ref time and time again, they're going to have to look at it, because what you don't want to be as a ref is when, all of a sudden, maybe that's a factor of why that team won. They were fouling, but you wasn't calling none. So that when they review the fouls, that ref is going to look down. He's going to be looked down upon. You don't want to be that ref that there's a glaring foul right in front of you, but you're not calling the foul. They were letting them play. But that forearm by Jaylen Brown, bro, he was pushing off, bro. Pushing off to the point where I don't know who was guarding the one play. I don't know if it was Tyrese Maxey or was it Kelly Oubre Jr., but he pushed off on Kelly or Tyrese, and he went right into Joel Embiid's knee, bro. And I was like, and that's the play when Joel Embiid started limping on the field. I said, oh my gosh, bro, I hope Joel Embiid's good. But Joel Embiid, for all what I'm seeing, he's good. But just the fact that when he pushed Tyrese or Kelly and he ran into Joel Embiid's leg, I said, I was concerned, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, bro, I hope he didn't take out our best player. And for everybody that doesn't think Joel Embiid is the best player on this team, you're capping. You're big capping. Put some respect on Joel Embiid's name, y'all. I understand it's frustrating. It's frustrating not to see our best player play every game. But when he does play, we have a chance. And right now, he came back from the surgery, and he's showing off, bro. He averaging like 30-something points a game, bro, against the Celtics, and he just got back. Do you know how amazing that is? For a guy that just came back from surgery, right? For him to average 30-something points in a game against the Celtics is simply amazing. And it's just crazy, bro, how good Joel Embiid really is and how he controls the game. And I'm loving the fact that the whole NBA is starting to give him a lot of love and support. I'm loving that. I'm loving that, bro. Like, that man, amazing. No, I'm good. Amazing. I'm loving it. I'm just taking this nature walk, y'all, and vibing with y'all. Do you think the Sixers will make the finals? I think the Sixers can make the finals. We're going to take one game at a time, though. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I think they have the potential to make the finals, because I feel like if the big four are healthy, we can beat anybody. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. If the big four is healthy, meaning Joel Embiid, meaning Tyrese Maxey, meaning PG, meaning VJ Edgecombe, I feel like the Sixers could beat anybody in a 7-game series. And I meant every word then, and I meant every word now. I've been saying this. Now, the key is health. And also, it's not about the name. You gotta be productive on that basketball court. You have to play your game. Don't play these other teams' games. I'm glad they didn't play like the Celtics. The Celtics shot like 53s a game, bro. Last night they shot like 40 threes or 40-something threes. We don't have to be like that to win, because we have one of the most dominant centers in the game. You know what I mean? So it's like, play your game. Don't play like these other teams. We don't have to play like the Warriors. We don't have to play like the Celtics. The Celtics, if they're not making their threes and they're bricking for chicken from 3 and they're putting up 53s and they're only making 12, they're going to lose the game. The Sixers perimeter defense was amazing. You could beat a team that shoots a lot of threes if they're bricking for chicken if you have good perimeter defense. You know what I mean? You just got to play your game. You got to play your game. And that's what the Sixers did. They did what they did enough in the paint, driving to the lane, and Joel Embiid dominated. And Tyrese Maxey was clutch in the fourth quarter. And VJ Edgecombe, as a rookie, scoring 24 points or 23 points in a elimination game, a Game 7, the biggest game of his life, a Game 7 against the biggest rivalry for the Sixers. And in Sixers history, the Celtics is the biggest rivalry. It might be the Lakers number 2, or it might be the Knicks number 2 or 3. It's those 3 teams. The biggest rivalries for the Sixers is the Celtics, the Lakers, and the New York Knicks. You know what I mean? So, but we knocked off our biggest rivalry, which is simply amazing. Exactly. Good example of push off with Brown. Yeah, bro, he was pushing off, bro. They was letting them play, bro. They was letting them play, but after a while, it gets glaring. It's like, if I'm a star, right? If I'm Tyrese Maxey, and I'm guarding Jaylen Brown, and he's pushing off. He's pushing off with his forearm, just pushing me back, and I'm about to fall. You know, Jaylen Brown's like 6'8", 6'7", and Tyrese Maxey's like 6'2", 6'3", and he's pushing him off, constantly pushing him off. I'm gonna complain to the ref, bro. I'm gonna get into that ref's head and say, yo, bro, I get it, he's a star, bro, but I'm a star as well. You gotta watch the forearm. You gotta watch the forearm. You can't just let him do whatever he wants. You can't just let Jaylen Brown push off and got me flying across the dang on court and almost broke Joel Embiid's kneecap. He fell right into Joel Embiid's kneecap, bro. Like it was getting out of hand, bro, and they wasn't calling it. So I like the playoffs because they do let them play. But when it's the glaring calls, bro, the refs got to make the freaking call, bro. Like that, they wasn't calling that until like the later of the dang on series, bro. They was letting Jaylen Brown do whatever he wanted. Whatever he wanted, bro. For real. They was letting him do whatever he wanted. The push-offs, it didn't matter, bro. They was letting him get it, bro. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. When y'all come in the building, make sure you double tap the screen. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. I need everybody that hasn't hit the like button to double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I am taking a nature walk right now. It's a little windy out here. I'm getting my oil change, and I said, let me talk to my YouTube family while, you know, I'm getting the oil change. So, but shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Joel Embiid and Maxey were amazing. Facts. Last night, their energy was on fire. Facts. Teach in the building. Mike, they did it, bro, but we are delusional. Yeah, and I'll take that as a compliment. I don't look at delusional as a bad thing, bro. I look at delusional as a good thing as well, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, just because the whole world doesn't believe in you doesn't mean you're not right. Keep that in mind, y'all. Just because the whole world might not believe in something that you're doing in life doesn't mean that you're not doing the right thing. Sometimes it's good to be the change and not be a follower like everybody else. Oh, the Sixers are going to lose in 4. The Sixers are going to lose in 5. Joel Embiid is washed. The Sixers are not good with Joel Embiid. It slows down the game. And like I said before, Joel Embiid, I will slow down the game because I have a Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid's not in the game, you can speed it up. But the thing about it, the playoffs is a half-court game. It's half-court game. So when we need a bucket, you throw it down low to Joel Embiid. You give the ball to Joel Embiid, and he's going to get to the free throw line, or he's going to make an and one. It's just how it is, bro, because he's that good. But the team would not have a chance without Joel Embiid. And I hate when there's a lot of followers where they hear somebody say, well, the Sixers are so much better without Joel Embiid. I'm just like, bro, are you watching the games? Are you thinking that Joel Embiid, you talking about the hurt Joel Embiid, or are you talking about the Joel Embiid that is healthy, that was an MVP, a guy that plays both ends of the court, a guy that was a 2-time scoring champion, a guy that was a gold medalist, a guy that was an MVP? Are you talking about that MVP, that Joel Embiid, or are you talking about our Joel Embiid that can barely walk? Now, if you're talking about the guy that can barely walk, that's true. But if you're talking about a guy that's healthy enough to dominate like he did in this series and average 30-plus points a game, you are capping. You just don't like Joel Embiid for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And I just love the fact that a lot of people, I'm talking about superstars like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, all these big timers are finally talking and giving Joel Embiid the credit that he deserves. And we not done. We got the New York Knicks next, and we going to beat the brakes off of them in 6 or 7 games. I say that respectfully, but the Sixers will beat the brakes off the Knicks. All the yapping that the Knicks was talking, oh, y'all not going to beat the Celtics. I didn't hear those Knicks fans in the comments when we was beating the Celtics. So now we going to beat y'all. And I hope y'all in the comments talking that and having that same energy. Having that same energy. Because it's not going, we're not the Hawks. We're better than the Hawks. Yeah, the Hawks beat us in the regular season. That's the regular season. We talking about the postseason. Postseason is way different than the regular season. We don't care about that. Look at the Nuggets. Nuggets supposedly are better than the Lakers, right? On paper, right? But what happened? In the postseason, the Lakers did what they had to do and beat them. That's another shocker. Okay, you could talk about the Pistons. Pistons versus Magic. I think they played Game 7 tonight. Everybody thought it was going to be a sweep. Look what the Magic is doing to the Pistons, bro. On paper, you looking at the record, but you're not looking at the players that's on both teams. Listen, y'all, I said this once, I'm going to say it again. Pistons is a heck of a team, but they don't have enough to come out the East because guess what? As much as I love Cade Cunningham, who is their second best player? What you going to say, Tobias Harris? What you going to say, Jalen Duran? Who you going to say is their second best player? They don't have another all-star on that team, bro. They don't have another all-star. They have a lot of good players. I'm not sitting there saying that they scrubs. They don't have another all-star, bro. See, the Sixers have 4 potential all-stars. VJ Edgecombe's going to be an all-star. Mark my words. VJ Edgecombe's going to be an all-star. We have Joel Embiid, we have Tyrese Maxey, and we have Paul George. So it's so many different ways you can go about it. Either Paul George going to put up 20, Tyrese Maxey going to put up 30, 20, Joel Embiid going to put 30 in his sleep. Then you got the threat of a rookie named VJ Edgecombe that's going to probably put up 20 to 30 points in a game. Hey, listen, it's different. And then let's make it even worse for a team. You got Quentin Grimes that might get hot. Now, if Quentin Grimes gets hot and he's putting up 20 points, it's game over. You're not beating the Sixers. You're not. Welcome. What's going on? Chauncey Bill, what's going on? 76ers, let's go. Thumbs up, baby. Yeah, he said, welcome, everybody. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button if y'all haven't already. Mike, the Amazon Prime broadcast doubted the Sixers literally every game. Steve Nash, Dirk, Blake Griffin, and Haslam, and the lady, I don't know her name, but all frauds. Yeah, they frauds, but on top of them being frauds, this is what my whole thing is. I wonder what their energy was like when we won. What was they saying? You know what I mean? What was they saying? But it's because you can't say that the Sixers didn't deserve this series because if you trying to use injury, didn't have Jason Tatum. We didn't have Joel Embiid the first 2 games, bro. We did not have Joel Embiid the first 2 games. Joel Embiid came back game 3 and he looked horrible. You know what I mean? Because he's trying to get his feet up. He's trying to get into that basketball zone. You know what I mean? And after that, game 4 was a different story. What happened game 4? Game 4, we did what we did, bro. Game 5, we did what we did, bro. You know what I mean? Or was it what? I forgot how it all went. But I know Joel Embiid, when he first came back, he was not the best. He was not the best. And he missed 2 games. So I don't want to hear no Celtic fans giving me excuses. Well, we didn't have Jason Tatum. We would have won. No, y'all would have lost because we would have played even harder because of Jason Tatum. We would have played. Listen, I'm not saying they played to their competition, but do you really think that the Sixers, I mean, some points of the game, they were like kind of iffy, bro. I think they would have really stepped their game up because Jason Tatum was playing. Just like the first game when Joel Embiid came back, what happened, bro? The Celtics stepped their game up. It motivated them. It would have did the same thing for the Sixers, bro. So I'm just happy that the Sixers did what they had to do. They took care of business. And I want New York, bro. I'm so happy we go against New York. My dream has came true. To knock out the Celtics. Now we have the potential to knock out the Knicks. The Knicks is a tough opponent, but we ain't scared. We got to take 1 game from New York. We have to take one game from New York. If we take one game from New York, even better yet, if we take 2 games from New York, guess what? We winning in 5, not 6. We winning in 5, bro, because they're not beating us in Philly. I don't believe they beating us in Philly. I don't care. They're not going to beat us in Philly. But even if we did lose one game in Philly, it probably going to go to game 6 or 7, like I said. But we have to take one game from New York in the first 2 games. If we take one of the first 2 games of this series, like we did with Boston, we have a very, very good chance of winning the series, especially if we take care of home. If we take care of home and we beat them one out of the first 2 games in New York, we are gravy. This is my concern because New York Knicks fans travel a lot. And I heard Joel Embiid say, we need you. Joel Embiid said, yo, we need y'all to come through. Don't sell y'all tickets. Don't sell your tickets. We need y'all. And I'm hoping that Sixer fans don't sell their tickets. I hope Celtic fans I hope Sixer fans do what they have to do, get to the game, and cheer our team on to victory. Because we can't let New York come to Philly and just take over the stadium. Like Joel Embiid said, we can't let New York come to Philly and take over the stadium with the crowd. We don't want that. We have to dominate. We have to make sure we come and support our team in Philadelphia. We got to make sure we support our team. This is the biggest series since 2001, bro. This is the biggest series that's coming up right now since the 2001 finals when it was Allen Iverson versus Shaquille O'Neal. If we could get past, when we get past the New York Knicks, I'm not trying to think too far ahead, we're going to mess around going against the Magic or the Pistons. Probably the Pistons. I don't know. It could be the Magic. We could beat any of those teams, bro. We going to the finals, bro. But we got to get past. We got to handle business. And I'm not saying that the Pistons is going to be easy. They're going to be a tough team. I'm not saying that the Magic going to be easy. They're going to be a tough team, a tough out. But I am so confident in this team with a healthy Joel Embiid and a healthy Paul George, a healthy Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. We could beat any team in a 7-game series, and I'm going to keep on saying it because I truly believe that. But this is going to be fun to watch, man. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to make all these Knicks fans eat their words for saying what they were saying. You know what I mean? I love the fan base of the New York Knicks, but I can't stand them at the same time. Because when y'all was talking all that smack, I want y'all to keep that same energy, man. I want every New York Knicks fan to keep that same energy. So how do y'all feel like this series is going to go? How do you feel like this series is going to go between the Knicks and the Sixers? How many games do you think it's going to be? Who's the key factors of this series for both teams? What do you think? My mindset is this, bro. First of all, bring on the Knicks again. You know what I mean? Bring on the Knicks again. I can't wait to play them. Also, I want to say this. The key is the centers. The centers. Robinson, I think it's Robinson and Towns. Is it Robinson and Towns? I know Towns definitely. I'm not sure about their injury, so I don't really know about their injury. But Towns is a key factor, and Joel Embiid, of course, obviously. I think that's going to be a great matchup. I have a lot of respect for Towns, but Towns is going down. You feel me? Towns is going down. I think another key factor is going to be how Paul George is going to play, whoever he's playing on the perimeter, whether it's Mikal Bridges, whether it's OG Anunoby, whether it's Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, they're going to have to bring that defense, man. You're going to have to bring it because the one thing about this team, they have multiple players that can hurt you from deep, multiple players that can drive to the lane, create off the dribble like Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, etc. So they're going to have to bring their A game. But the biggest factor for me against the Knicks is they have to rebound and play good perimeter, good defense in general. Good team defense. But the rebounding, the defensive rebounding is so key. We cannot let the New York Knicks, we can clamp Mikal. Yeah, we can. We definitely can. We cannot let the New York Knicks get multiple possessions. We cannot let them get multiple offensive rebounds and just score on us with the second chance points. Them second chance points always add up, and we don't want them to get any second chance points. We have to do our job. We have to box the freak out. Box out. This is why I love VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, not just because they can score, but they're such good rebounders for their size. We have some of the best rebounders for our guards. Like I know VJ Edgecombe, he had a double one of those games with like 10 rebounds. Tyrese Maxey had a couple games with pretty good rebounds as well. Like our guards, they're not the tallest. Like VJ's 6'5", I think 6'5". He still could grow to 6'7", 6'6". We don't know, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Our guards have been rebounding at a very high level. Let me read these comments. Mike, the Knicks fans were hoping for Boston because they know they were built to beat Boston, and it's easier route. I don't care how many games it goes, one game at a time, and let's shut them up. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. I love that comment. Yeah, they wanted the easy route because they knew that the Boston Celtics wasn't as deep as the Sixers. I try to tell y'all, like, their bench was actually, I underestimated their bench. But their starting five, like, you know, if their starting five ain't doing anything, I think they had like 2 to 3 starters that had 0 points the whole entire game. And their bench, Peyton, Queta, I think Queta's a starter. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. Queta, Baylor was bricking for chicken from 3. Garza was bricking for chicken from 3. They just didn't have enough. I said that the Sixers were deeper, not necessarily when it comes to how many players you put in the game, but deeper in the production of every player. Because you could put 10 players in the game, right? Or 9 players in the game, but they're not productive. We could put 7 players in the game and they're more productive than your 10 players that you put in the game. You get what I'm saying? So we have more players that can do something on the court than what the Celtics had. That was my opinion from the very beginning. Now, with the Knicks is different. The Knicks have a deeper team. But like I said, like, listen, they wanted the easy route. They didn't get the easy route. They got the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers versus the New York Knicks. They going against a deeper team, a team that's ready to win, a team that wants revenge against the New York Knicks. We're tired of losing to the Celtics. We're tired of losing to the Knicks, and now they're in our way. This is nothing personal to the New York fan base. This is nothing personal to the New York Knicks, but y'all going down in 6 and 7 games. Y'all are going down in this series. Y'all are not winning this series. Like my homie said, my brother from another mother just said in the comments, I don't care how many games it takes. One game at a time. As long as we are victorious, it doesn't matter. We're going to beat the brakes off the Knicks, whether it takes 7 games, 4 games, 5 games, 6 games. Listen, as long as we are victorious at the end of the day, it does not matter. Let's go Sixers, baby. Y'all know the vibes, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. We are covering the Sixers on this channel. We're covering the Phillies on this channel. We're also going to be going live for the Western Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, and, of course, the NBA Finals. Yes, everybody is welcome to this YouTube family, whether you are a Sixer fan or Phillies fan or not. You're welcome to the family. Good vibes, good energy over here. You're welcome to the YouTube family. Brunson will probably get his butt if Cat has trouble scoring. Knicks will have tough time keeping up. Oh, get his butt. Okay, I got you. Brunson will probably get his butt if Cat has trouble scoring. Knicks will have tough time keeping up. Nah, this is how I look at it. They're a deeper team than the Boston Celtics. They have Josh Hart that can hurt you. They have Mikal Bridges that can possibly hurt you. They got OG Anunoby that can hurt you. They got Towns, and they got Jalen Brunson. And their benches, you know what I mean? But like I said, bro, like I said, they got some players that can hurt us. What we have to do is play good team defense and rebound. That is my number one thing, honestly. Of course, we have to play teamwork when it comes to, like, offense and spread the ball around. And when we get in trouble, throw the ball to Joel Embiid in the post. Towns is not going to be able to guard Joel Embiid. I don't care. There's not one center in the game that can guard Joel Embiid one-on-one. That goes for Rudy. That goes for Victor Wembanyama. That goes for Bam. That goes for every center in the NBA right now. They're getting cooked one-on-one. They're going to get in foul trouble. So get Towns in foul trouble early on. Throw it down low to Joel Embiid, or just throw it to him where he's at when he's like mid-range. and he can get him up in the air, fake him a little couple of pump fakes, get him in the air, get him in foul trouble. Get him in foul trouble. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game, man. Jalen Brunson, we're going to have to make sure we stay on our feet because he fakes a lot. He does flop a lot. You know, all the stars flop. It's not just Jalen Brunson. Even my bull Joel Embiid, he be flopping. You know what I mean? The only stars that don't really flop that comes to mind is Ant-Man. Ant-Man will definitely talk to the refs, but I don't see Ant-Man flopping. And I don't see Tyrese Maxey flopping all like that. He'll argue with the ref, where's the foul? But I don't see Tyrese Maxey flopping like that. Those are the only two stars that I could think of off the top of my head that doesn't flop. Everybody else be flopping. You know what I mean? It's strategy. I kind of wish Tyrese Maxey would flop a little bit more, to be honest with you. Towns. Yeah, they can't. They can't stop Embiid. Facts. Because Cat won't stop Embiid on the other end. Yeah, get him in foul trouble. I want to take Towns out the game completely. Get Towns in foul trouble. Josh Hart is a problem, but he's a tryhard and he's streaky. Yes, Josh Hart is I love Josh Hart. I love Derek White and I love Josh Hart. Those are two of my favorite role players in the NBA. I would probably choose Josh Hart over Derek White, but Derek White is really good as well. Josh Hart gets on my nerves in a good way because Josh Hart is one of those type of players that he gets those sneaky numbers, bro. When the game is over, he'll have like 13 rebounds. He'll probably get you 15 to 20 points, and he'll also have good defensive plays where he'll have like a block, a steal. He's a very good defender. Josh Hart to me is an all-around menace to any team that goes against the Knicks. Like Josh Hart, he's a problem, and this is why you have to box out. You gotta box out. Honestly, I don't know what he averaged for rebounding, but I know when we went against him a couple years ago, Josh Hart led all the players in rebounding. Josh Hart, I think, averaged like 12 rebounds. He's only 6'4". He's only like 6'4", and he averaged more rebounds than the centers. He averaged more rebounds than Towns, Joel Embiid, everybody, bro. So Josh Hart, he's so intelligent where he'll be able to track the ball down. When it hits the rim, he'll be able to track that ball down for that offensive rebound. And that's what we have to limit. We have to limit Josh Hart from getting these offensive rebounds. We got to limit them all from getting offensive rebounds. Rebounding is such a key to winning. Rebounding is such a key to winning. Facts, bro. Josh Hart is a problem, but Maxey and VJ should feast on Brunson. Yes, you got to make, that's another thing I wanted to say. You have to make them work for everything, bro. Like, you can't let Jalen Brunson just do what he wants to do. You can't just let, what's his name? Jalen Brunson. You can't let, you got to make him work. You got to make Jalen Brunson waste some of his energy so he's not full, he doesn't have full energy when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Because what you don't want is him to just be like, I don't got to play no defense. Hey, listen, we're going to make you work. We're going to make you get tired. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe is going to have to bring it. They're going to have to bring it offensively. VJ Edgecombe's going to have to be aggressive and driving to the rim. VJ Edgecombe is going to have to be one of them guys that like don't be. Listen, I know we have Joel, I know we have PG, I know we have Tyrese Maxey, but you're VJ Edgecombe. Stand on business. You're VJ Edgecombe. Be aggressive in every single game. Jalen Brunson's defense ain't all that. Come on, bro. Break him down off the dribble. Get that man in foul trouble. Get their whole team in foul trouble. That's how I'm looking at it, bro. I love that comment. PG versus Anunoby might be a wild card matchup that makes the difference if Cat actually shows up. Yeah, that's true too. PG's going to have to, and listen, I got a lot of respect for PG. He's really proven me wrong. I just want him to continue, but we're going to need him to be a little bit more productive offensively, probably in this series. We're going to need him to be a little bit more aggressive offensively, especially if VJ or Joel Embiid or Tyrese Maxey's having a bad game. Paul George is going to have to be more aggressive. He's going to have to be more aggressive. But I love Paul George's overall game. His defense is so elite. Paul George's defense is really helping it. Like, see, points ain't everything. So I want people to understand, like, people just go, oh, by points. If you don't score a lot of points, you're not being productive on the basketball court. That is not basketball. This is not football. Football, you only play one side of the ball. Basketball, you play both sides. So what Paul George is doing, he's being absolutely amazing on the defensive side of the ball. He's being absolutely amazing on the defensive side of the ball, and he's giving you some points as well. I think the one time he had the one game he had like 23 points. He's consistent, but we might need him to have a 30-point game. We might need him to have even on average like 20 to on average. I say about 17 to 25 points a game on average. We might need Paul George to do that in this series, especially if VJ's struggling or our bench isn't giving us anything, because our bench is up and down. I don't really think of Justin Edwards as a scorer right now. I just look at him as if whatever we get offensively from Justin Edwards, offensively, I'm cool with. I want a little bit more, but I'm not worrying about his offense. I'm worrying about his defense. When it comes to Quentin Grimes been such a good defender for us in the playoffs and even beyond. In the regular season, he's been a very good defender. But I would love, if Quentin Grimes isn't scoring and our bench isn't productive at all offensively, we're going to need some production somewhere else, and that has to be Paul George. Meaning he's going to have to average like between, like I said, 17 and like 25 points a game in this series. Kawhi don't flop. Kawhi don't flop either. He's a straight up baller. Shout out to my boy Tune In Sports. I agree. Not many can guard Embiid, which is why I hate when he take jump shots, even though I know he can make it. Yeah, I'm cool with the middies. I just don't like the threes. But the middies get on my nerves too when he's just taking middies all game. But he can hit them. But the problem is this: if he's hitting the midi and he's posting up, you're cooked. If he's hitting the midi, you're cooked. Now, if he's hitting the three, the midi, and he's posting, you're not. It's a wrap. You're getting cooked all game. There's nothing you can do. But I don't like when he shoots threes. So I definitely agree. Like, I'm glad y'all drafted VJ. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm so glad we drafted VJ and not Ace. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. I was talking with we was talking about how crazy it would be if the Sixers got revenge against Celtics and Knicks. Let's go, baby. And Raptors. Yo, if the Raptors somehow are in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro, and we go against them, I would love that. But I feel like it's gonna be between the I think it's going to be between the Pistons and Magic. But then again, I don't know, bro. I really don't know, bro. Anything can happen. That'd be awesome, bro. That would be the greatest story in NBA getting to the finals. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. I would love that. Yeah, I'm at this I'm just walking around. I'm at this park right now, y'all. Waiting for my car to get, I just got an oil change. He was like, it's going to be like 2 hours, man. I'm like, oh, man, I got to wait 2 hours, bro. But I got to get this oil change, man. Take care of your car and your car will take care of you. You feel me? Take care of your car and your car will take care of you. You know what I mean? Oil light came on a couple of days ago. I was procrastinating a little bit. Usually when my oil light comes on, I usually get it that same day or the next day. But I said, let me just wait a couple of extra days. And yeah, I'm getting it done now. What was I saying? Me Too. Hold up. Me Too Tune. Yes, man, fits a lot better with 6. Yes. VJ and this is why they got rid of Jared McCain. I love Jared McCain. I like Jared McCain a lot. But this is what I was trying to tell people. When we got rid of Jared McCain, it was because of EJ, y'all. I know people don't want to hear that, but it gave them the excuse to get rid of him for that first round pick. They said, this is what they pretty much said. They wanted to get under the cap, right? They wanted to make sure they didn't have the luxury tax or whatever, right? I get that. But on top of that, they had VJ. VJ is a better overall player than McCain. Let's keep it real. As much as I love McCain, McCain ain't nowhere close on defense. Offensively, McCain can get buckets, but VJ can get buckets as well, right? We know that. VJ has a better handle than people gave him credit for out of college. He has a three-point shot. He can shoot the midi, and he's super explosive at the rim. But that defense is what separates him from Jared McCain. Now, they said that we had VJ and we can get a first-round pick for Jared McCain for that 2026 NBA draft, you know, why not? So we have a pick in the first round. Imagine this, right? I love what you said, DFJ. So, not DFJ, my boy TuneIn Sports. I love that you said, imagine us beating the Celtics, Knicks, and Raptors going to the finals. Who would you want to play against in the finals? I don't even care. I don't care who comes out the West. They all getting cooked. I don't care. Everybody from the West getting cooked in the finals when the Sixers make it to the finals. Now imagine that, right? And then we got our first round pick to get even better, bro. So because we didn't have a first round pick because our original first round pick is going to the Thunder. But since we traded Jared McCain, we still have a first round pick. Even though it's not going to be a high first round pick, it doesn't matter how high a first round pick is. Because we've seen players that were not in the top 10, that were in the 20s, you know what I mean, that turned out to be a superstar. So it's all about being able to find that player, you know, or we can even trade up in the draft. What if we take a chance, we take a risk and say we'll give up 2-3 first-round picks to move up to like the third spot or the second spot in 2026 NBA draft to go get the best player? You know, you never know what Daryl Morey's going to think. But imagine us winning the finals, right? We beat the Celtics, we beat the Knicks, we beat the Raptors on our way to the finals, and we beat whoever comes out the West. And, you know, we potentially have a top 3 pick because we trading up. That's a blessing, bro. Joel Embiid, he'll automatically be he's already one of the greatest Sixer players of all time. He's gonna put his resume. It's going to be more like one of the greatest players of all time. I'm not going to put him top 10 or top 15, none of that, but he's definitely debatably the best Sixer player of all time. And also, he's definitely in that top 50 conversation. You know what I mean? He's in that top 50 conversation in my eyes. That's just how I feel. And so I can't wait, man. I'm so happy. And then the narratives around Paul George changes. Of course, Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers actually came through and beat the teams that kept on beating us year after year after year. We lost to the Raptors. Man, I can't stand the Raptors, man. That double, triple bounce off the rim, and somehow they got it in. Kawhi Leonard. I want to cook the Raptors. I want to cook we already cooked the Celtics. I want to cook the Knicks. I want to cook them all, bro. Whoever stands on our way. I wouldn't mind if the Lakers got to the finals and we beat the brakes off the Lakers. LeBron James and Luka versus Joel Embiid, VJ Ashcombe, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey. Let's bring it on. We beat everybody. We could get revenge with the Lakers as well. They beat us in 2001 with Shaq and Kobe. R.I.P. to Kobe. But yeah, we want to beat them all, bro. Respectfully speaking, we want to beat them all. It is what it is. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. When y'all come in the building, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. We cover the Sixers, we cover the Phillies. We will be covering the Eastern Conference Finals, the Western Conference Finals, the NBA Finals. But everybody is welcome to the family, whether you a Sixer fan or not. This is one YouTube family, because I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, let's get it. We got Fitz. Oh yeah, a lot better with the exactly. Word VJ not scared of the moment. Ace did Philly a favor. Yes, facts, bro. I'm glad you get to cover your team for the playoffs still, Mike. I know how passionate, man. I am too, man. I'm so glad. Thank you for that comment, man. I love football's my second favorite sport. It's a close second. My favorite sport is basketball. I always love basketball. Yes, I was kind of like a late bloomer when it comes to like being like a fan of like all teams and all like that, like all my sport teams. But I've been a fan I've been a Sixer fan since the AI days. I'm a 90s baby, so that's when I really started to be a fan, right? I didn't get to see the great Julius Erving. I didn't get to see the great Maurice Cheeks. I didn't get to see all these all-time great players back in the day. I didn't get to see Wilt Chamberlain and all these other all-time greats, man. But I got to see AI, and that's when I became a Sixer fan. And when I seen how AI put the team on his back and was able to get a team that didn't have no business beating the Lakers. We beat them in the first game in the finals, but Shaq and Kobe just, I don't know, man. They just dominated from that point on. But we didn't have no offense. We didn't have no all-stars on the team. We didn't have, I don't want to say all-star. I think that Dikembe Mutombo was an all-star. RIP to Dikembe Mutombo. But he wasn't an offensive threat. It was more like, it was AI, you score everything pretty much, and you get a selected few players that can get a 3 here and there, and you just play very good defense. But we really didn't have no chance against Shaq and Kobe, Fox and Derek Fisher and all them guys, where they were deeper. They had a better overall team. We got luck. I don't want to say we got lucky and beat them in game 1, but we could have beat them in game 2, but they put the clamps on us, and they won that game. And Shaq was just dominant and just, it was too much, bro. It wasn't, yeah, Kobe was cooking us, but you know who cooked us the most was Shaq. Shaq was, people forget. I don't know if people know how dominant Shaq was. Like, yeah, Magic days, he was dominant. I don't know what the Magic was thinking. When they let Shaq go, I would have kept him on my dang on franchise. I don't know what the heck the Magic was thinking. Magic are one of the stupidest franchises for letting Shaq go. I don't care if Shaq requested a trade. I don't care what he said. I'm saying, like, Shaq, you're staying in our uniform. You're not going anywhere. That's what I would have said. Hey, let Shaq, I even let you have partial ownership or whatever. I don't care. You staying in the Magic uniform. But when he went to the Lakers, bro. And listen, they chose Kobe over Shaq, but I'm telling you right now, for that one championship against the Sixers, bro, it was Shaq that cooked us more than anything, bro. And then it was hitting clutch threes with Fox and Fisher and them, and I'm just like, man, this ain't nothing we can do. Robert Ory was hitting threes. It was just too bad. It was too much. It was too much to overcome. But I've been a Sixers fan since then, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, we haven't done anything, bro, since. So just think about all the Sixer fans that haven't witnessed a championship, the ones that are not 80 babies or 70 babies. Like, I'm a 90s baby, so I didn't get to see them win when they won a championship in 83. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm so happy that the Sixers are doing something right now. Sorry about the win. I'm so happy that the Sixers are doing something. About dang on time. I gotta get my steps in, bro. I drive electric, so no oil change, bro. What kind of car you got? You got a Tesla, or you got what kind of electric car? What brand are you rocking with? I'm thinking about getting an electric car, but I'm nervous, man. I'm just nervous about these electric cars, man. You know what I'm thinking? You ever watched a movie called I, Robot? I be thinking that it's going to be some type of control over the car. It's going to be like, oh, well, they're going to say, oh, you're not driving. And it's going to say, like, the AI machine, the AI is going to talk to me, the dang on car going to talk to me and say, you're not driving anymore. I'm taking over. And I'm driving, and I'm not really driving. I'm in the driver's seat, but they taking over. I don't want that to happen, bro. Like, I'm nervous about that. That I, Robot movie got me thinking. Honestly, I truly feel like that's what's going to happen, bro. I think AI and robots, I know this is so random. I think AI and robots are going to end up taking over the whole world, bro. Like, I feel like whatever happened in iRobot, how, like, they had, like, this, computers pretty much took over AI, robots. I feel like that's all going to happen, bro, because it's already happening. Like, robots is starting to take over a lot of people's jobs. You think about it, a lot of people's jobs is getting taken over by by robots. And then I'm thinking of even, like, I don't want to get too much into this conversation, but I feel like the iRobot movie is like the future of the world, bro. Like, real talk. Real talk. That's how I feel right now, bro. Yeah, VJ over McCain, definitely. Y'all will face the Cavs and lose. Nah, we ain't losing against y'all, bro. We'll cook y'all. Hey, y'all are going to cook. I hope we play y'all too. I wouldn't mind playing y'all. What's going on, Sarah? Man, thank you for that. Congrats to your Timberwolves too. Congrats to your Timberwolves. That's what's up, man. Y'all did it without Ant-Man. I hope Ant-Man, I'm so glad his injury isn't crazy. I don't know when he's projected to come back, but I hope Ant-Man comes back, because I think whenever y'all get Ant-Man, y'all have a chance to beat anybody in the West. Spurs is tough, but I hate the fact that people say, oh, this team don't got no chance. Bro, you got to play on the court, bro. Like, you can't just show up because you have supposedly better players on your team. You got to prove that. That's the one thing about basketball. You have to prove that 4 times. It's not like the NFL. in the playoffs. You beat them one time, you move on to the next round. In the NBA, you got to prove that you're really better than that team. You got to beat them 4 times, and it could go all the way up to 7 games. That's why it's so hard to win the Super Bowl, because you lose, you're done. In basketball, it's hard to win as well because you're playing more games. It's not just a 1-game elimination. Like, it's not a 1-game elimination, so it's hard, bro. Usually the better team actually wins the dang on NBA championship. It's about matchups, and you got to prove. You got to prove that you're that good. If you, let me say this real quick, man. They said that the Magic was going to get swept. The Magic is giving the Detroit Pistons a run for their money, bro. The Magic look really good. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing the Magic pull it off. I'm going to tell you why. Because I remember... Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to end this live. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all. I might have to end this live because I think that's my car. My car might be done. But I can't stand them either. Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? Pretty much saying, like, you got to show up, man. I understand. Like, people try to say that the Sixers had no chance against the Celtics. The Celtics got to show up. You know what I mean? The Knicks, the same thing with the Knicks. Well, now everybody's hopping on the Sixer bandwagon now. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody beating OKC. They probably return. Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to definitely see. What's going on, Samuel? I want all smoke with any team that goes for Thunder, Spurs, Knicks, Cavs, Raptors, whoever. Yeah, it don't matter. Are you worried about Embiid knees getting banged up during Game 7? No, I'm not really worried. I think he's going to be fine. The one thing about Embiid is he's a warrior. He's one of my favorite players of all time because he always came back from his injury. Even when... Hold on, y'all. I'm going to call y'all back, y'all. Hold on. All right, y'all. I have to... Skynet. Yes, Skynet. I'm going to call y'all. I'm not going to call y'all back. I'll probably be live a little bit later, y'all. Yeah, we ready for the Knicks, baby. Everybody in the building, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I got to end this live stream. I'm back. I keep getting these calls. Y'all. I keep getting these calls. So I got my car in the shop. I'm at this beautiful park right here. And I'm just like, this is where I used to play basketball at. Right here, this basketball court right here. Still can ball a little bit, you know. I'm at this beautiful park. I had to go get an oil change real quick. You know, like I said, take care of your car will take care of you. But back to what I was saying. My car's ready, so I'm gonna go pick that up soon. But I want to just get this off my chest. Like, what you were talking about, Skynet, yeah, all that stuff, bro. Like, listen, the Terminator, and I hate to say this on this live stream. Listen, man, I hope this don't come true. Because words are powerful, right? What you speak can come true. But, bro, all these movies, bro, like, I mean, Sarah, I'm not saying you're bro, you my sister. Like, all these movies like iRobot, Terminator, all those type of movies like that. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if some of that really happens. And I'm going to just leave it at that. But yeah, getting back to Embiid, I'm not worried. Joel Embiid is he's a warrior. He'll be fine. AI was carrying yes. Eric Snow. Oh, don't say Mutombo's a bum, bro. That's my guy, bro. Mutombo's my guy. Don't be disrespecting Kembe Mutombo. That's my guy. I have a Chevy Bolt. Oh, EUV. Okay. I gotta look that up, bro. I don't even know what that looked like, bro. Only electric cars I be seeing around. I be seeing this fancy looking Nissan electric car. I don't know what it's called, but I like the way it looks. Some of the Teslas kind of iffy. Like, I'll be looking at that Cybertruck. I'm not saying it's completely ugly. You got to have a taste, a different type of taste for that type of car. But the Teslas, I be looking at them, their models they kind of overrated to me, bro. Like, if I get an electric car, I'll probably be like you, bro. I'm getting away from Tesla, bro. Respectfully. I ain't saying Tesla's bad. I ain't saying they bad. They probably really, really good. But I'm probably going to get away from Tesla, bro. I'm not a fan of electric, but Mustang, cool. Okay, Mac E, Mustang. How How was we doing with the nobody scoring on the bench? Yeah, nobody's scoring on the bench, but we didn't need them to score. When you got VJ Edgecombe giving you 20 something points, when you got Joel Embiid giving you 30 plus points, when you got Tyrese Maxey giving you 30 plus points, it's hard to beat that, bro. It's hard to beat that, bro. Like, you ain't beating that. You know what I mean? Even if the bench is not doing anything scoring wise, but at least the bench is playing good defense. You know what I mean? Bring something other than scoring. If your game is off offensively, at least bring the defense. I always say defense wins championships. The best teams in the NBA have defense. The Thunder, the Spurs, the Timberwolves, they destroyed the dang old Nuggets with their defense and, of course, their offense. Who else? The Sixers, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Detroit Pistons, the Cavs. I give y'all a little iffy. I give y'all this. Y'all be getting cooked. Jared Allen, I don't really have that much confidence in Jared Allen. I give y'all the hand motion like this. I give y'all the hand motion. Y'all not really that good defensively. Mobley, all right. James Harden's getting cooked. Donovan Mitchell gets cooked. Y'all better hope Jared Allen's on point if y'all go against the Sixers, because y'all getting cooked. I like Mobley's defense as well, but y'all getting cooked. I don't care. Y'all getting cooked, fried, baked, etc., etc., etc. Y'all getting cooked. Y'all better not play us. You better hope you don't play us. You better hope if y'all get far enough, y'all don't play us. Ready for the Knicks. We ready for the Knicks, Kevin. All right, y'all. I'm out, y'all. I got to get off this live stream. But God bless each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful day. And I will see y'all very soon. I'll definitely see y'all on Monday. It's definitely going down on Monday. I'm looking forward to Monday. I can't wait, baby. Let's go Sixers, baby. I'm out, y'all. Peace out. Have a wonderful night. Wonderful day. Yeah, and a wonderful night when it's night. All right, I'm out.